Rehearsing a play requires intense observation and sensitive, careful notes from the director.
I'll speak in monstrous little voice. Disney, Disney,
Disney?
Yes.
my lover.
Excuse me. Alright, Smith, that is not working because, you know, they're supposed to be funny and I am not laughing.
Well, first of all, Vladimir, they can hear you right now.
Who, that?
Yeah, I
That
mean
one right
they're
there, the
busy.
one that is supposed to be funny right now?
Well, they
Excuse
stopped.
me?
Yeah, they stopped acting because they heard you say that. It's kind of rude.
It's okay, they get over it.
All right. Well,
Alright.
okay. Well, that's a real question, isn't it? As to why the comment? Because I agree that it's not working yet, is it?
No.
No, but it will. They're very funny actors, but we need to talk about how to help make something a little funnier. Yeah.
Alright, you
All
do
right.
that, Smith. You
Here,
have hard work.
come with me. Let's go show 'em.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the problem?
They're not making me laugh, Smith.
Well, it's new. I mean, it's an early rehearsal. I mean, they're not even off book yet, so they're not maybe not funny,
Get
but
your hand off the book. Get your hand off the... Alright, we're good.
tell us these things yet. We can still know a lot about you. How can we know that if we don't hear you speak?
What are called the three?
There's three ways of expressing yourself. Well, more. I mean, you can define it in 3 ways. 3 ways of expressing yourself, even though you don't have lines. Right? Your posture, right? A gesture, and ambulation. Ways of moving. So a posture is the body at rest. So here's a posture. That's a gesture.
That's a posture.
And you cross to Cassie.
That's ambulation.
It's an ambulation, right? So all of those are ways of expressing yourself without having to actually speak, right? That's right. Now they need to work on being just plain old funnier. But how do you do that?
Make me laugh.
So 2 lawyers walk into a bar. You think one of them would have seen it?
Tell me about Nick Bottom.
Nick Bottom thinks everything he does is the most amazing thing that has ever happened.
You think. Use
Yes.
first person.
I think that I am the most awesome person ever, and that everything I do should be carefully written down and passed on to future generations.
And I heartily agree. And then Francis, what do you think?
She's the one person at the group that says, like, I'm here for a friend, but I'm wearing a shirt that says, I really wish I wasn't here right now.
So how do you wear your lack of commitment in your body? There we go. There. So if you're excited, you'd be. If you were committed, your body would be what?
Probably more stood
There we
up,
go.
proud.
Yawn.
But your apathy reads as.
I
Yanni.
don't want to be here.
Yanni.
Get me out, please.
It's it's the shoulders, right? And that's the posture, right? And then we've got a gesture here, and we have this ambulation of striding across. Ah! Comic character trying to be funny.
No.
No, a comic character is having a terrible tragedy overcome her life, right? You are stuck in this horrible situation with this incredibly pompous actor guy who thinks he's an actor shows up and he says, "I'll tell you what I think this is the way it ought to be." They're not like telling jokes. They're in a funny situation, but they don't know that it's funny. Only we know that it's funny.
It's not meant to be funny. It just kind of
Characters. Nick Bottom, you can't just be a little egotistical. You have to think the world is your oyster and all. You have to be completely committed to it, right?
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
I hate to say this, but the world is not an oyster, it is a sphere.
Fear.
It is. I know. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks' great quote about comedy and tragedy is what?
Tragedy.
It's when I cut my
It's-
finger.
Cut my finger. Comedy is when you.
followed you to
The
open
sewer.
sewer, die.
That's it.